So we have a couple of questions if you could answer them.
Yeah, you ask.
Okay. First is your reaction to the government's decision to form a new board to run the administration in the Hill.
See, the first thing is that the two bipartite meeting which we had with the state government at Navanna on 29th and Uttar Kanya on 12th of this month. In both the meeting, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Clearly taken our position saying that we want a tripartite for Gorkha land.
Okay.
And the second was we want the repeal of the act of both DGSC and GTA. So when our position is very clear that we don't want GTA, we want it to be completely repealed so that the road is cleared for a tripartite for Gorkha land.
Okay.
There is no question of, our supporting this board which has been formed to run the same GTA.
Okay. Okay.
So we are opposed to that board. That is not our position. We are simply for a tripartite for Gorkha land and repealing of all these interim boards. The DGST, one article is still remaining there, 243N, because of which the panchayat is still two-tier.
Okay.
If we repeal that, then there will be three-tier panchayat. That is DGST Act and totally repealing GTA Act.
Okay. All right. So, second question which I want to ask is, how do you think this decision will impact the politics in the Hill, going forward?
See, this is a decision taken in haste.
Okay.
This is a decision taken in a hurry. No proper thought has gone into it.
Okay.
I don't think it will contribute anything towards normalizing the situation.
Okay.
Instead, I think it can aggravate the situation to further unrest.
Okay. Okay. So, are you thinking of any action on this development?
See, our action is we are working towards Gorkha land. We are already campaigning in villages to mobilize people for a Delhi Chalo move.
Okay.
And we want to organize a program in Delhi for which we are mobilizing people here. That program is there even without this recent development. It was already there. Okay. So we continue with that program.
Okay. So in this context, what is your message to the people of the Hill? Because we have seen reactions coming in, not any.
To the people, I would say, if they are honestly demanding a separate state,
okay,
they have wasted their more than 3 months on the street.
Yes.
If they are honest and sincere enough towards Gorkha land, then I think they have to reject every kind of interim arrangement, because this interim arrangement are the main center of corruption. It will never lead us towards Gorkha land. It will just divide us. It will weaken us. It will destroy our infrastructure.
Yeah.
To the people, what I would like to say is, if this is an honest movement for separate state.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please.
If you are if you're taking this movement as a serious movement towards achieving separate state, then people should do away with all interim form of arrangements, whether GTA or DGSC, because these things will simply divert us from our actual path.
Okay.
Path for a separate state. So they have to work towards separate state, but Bandh is not the correct strategy.
Okay.
It will only weaken us,
Right.
You have to formulate a strategy which will have some impact in Delhi.
Okay.
Focus and activities should be concentrated in Delhi and not weakening your own people by Delhi.
Okay.
This is leading us nowhere.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So final question, in the same context of this new board being formed, what is your message to the CM? What do you have to tell her?
To CM?
To the CM in this context.
Well, what I would say is, before taking any decision, I think she should consider the aspiration of the people, which is even above the constitution, because they are the people of West Bengal right now. And as a government, the government has some responsibility to people's aspiration. You have to address it.
Okay.
For which we had just demanded a tripartite. She could have always suggested a tripartite to the Indian government, and there we would have some other issues, irrespective of whatever the outcome. But the Indian government should hear us, should hear people's aspiration. The state government also should hear people's aspiration. Otherwise, how does the government run? By ignoring the people. You have to address people's aspiration. Whether it is achievable or not is a different question. But you don't give them a chance. You don't hear them. That is not the way that a democracy should. So on behalf of Jan Andolan Party, my suggestion or request to the Chief Minister would be to give it a more serious thought, understand the problem, interest the Union government for a tripartite, which will, I think, the present crisis. Instead of creating these stopgap arrangements like GTA or DCS, which will further aggravate the situation, the problem. I think she should give a more serious thought to the state of West Bengal.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Right.
And,
Okay.
Thank you very much on this.